Madison Blevins here with one of the best to ever wear the orange and white for Tennessee baseball in the 2006 first overall MLB draft pick, Luke Hochevar. Luke, the last time Tennessee baseball hosted a regional in Knoxville was 2005. You were a part of that team. You were Tennessee's ace pitcher, eventually leading them to the College World Series. So let's go back to 2005. As a player, what's the mindset that you kind of get into and the excitement around hosting a regional on your home turf?
It seems like forever ago, which I think it was, but as a player and especially at the collegiate level, there's so much work that goes into it, and being a student athlete and you're juggling school and baseball, which, especially as these guys are coming into a regional, there's so much excitement just from the standpoint of all the preparation that they've put in. And I think too is they're starting to see the fruits of their labor. The guys that are juniors and seniors from the time that they were freshmen. And so there's a lot of buildup. There's a lot of preparation. There's a lot of time and effort that the players have put in, that the coaching staff has put in. And so, as you can imagine, it's not just excitement of making a regional, but it's the excitement of some of these guys who have been in the program for a number of years, that this is what they've been working towards their entire collegiate careers. And now they're starting to see the fruits of their labor. And so it's almost like a triple fold of excitement for these guys going into this postseason.
And there was a 14-year gap from the 2005 regional team to 2019 when this team went to Raleigh, and now eventually hosting a regional. What do you think separates this program right now under Tony Vitello from maybe years past teams leading back to that 2005 team that you were on?
I think first and foremost, it starts from the top. It starts from the coaching staff, and Tony and his staff have done an unbelievable job of not only getting good talent, that's just a piece of the puzzle, but also too creating a winning environment. They have completely changed the culture of what it's been for the last 14 years. And that's a big testament to the staff. It's also a testament to the players. They have bought in to what Tony and his staff are telling them, which ultimately has turned into a change in culture and success on the field. And I think for me is watching these guys play, they play with so much passion, they play together, and it's not an accident that these guys are good. Talent only takes you so far, but the culture that has been created inside that clubhouse, you can see it. You can see it on the field, how they come together, how they compete with for each other. And it's just, I'm so happy to see the program where it's at now.
You talk about that coaching staff, and Tony Vitello has had tremendous success in Knoxville this year. A lot of people really rallying around him. And he's kind of credited a lot of stuff that he's learned from Rod Delmonico, your former head coach, and just kind of wanting the program to be back on that caliber that it was in the early 2000s. How much do you think that it's a factor of Tony Vitello just trusting the process, buying into his players, like you mentioned, leading them now to their first regional at home since 2005?
Well, I think one thing that people don't see, and it'd be impossible to see, but how hard that staff works. Tony is on the road all the time, recruiting. They work tirelessly, and it's just the effort that they put into it. They have a top recruiting class every year. Tony's been a great recruiter, his entire career. But I think the effort from that staff, from top to bottom, whether it's strength and conditioning, whether it's from a training room standpoint, the pitching staff, base running, they're just, you can see the product. And that's what's cool about being a fan now, is you get to just enjoy the winning, and you see, guys playing together. But what we don't see is how hard that staff and how hard those players work.
You mentioned being a fan, former player yourself, but now living in Knoxville full time. Just how refreshing has it been to see the community of Knoxville kind of rally behind this Tennessee baseball team?
It's been awesome. I mean, we even said it when we were in college. Knoxville it's a baseball community, and there's such a big baseball community in Knoxville, and it has just been starving for somebody to rally around, a team to rally around. And we started to see it when Tony first came, and the progress, and you could start seeing, things come together. But now I think we're just, I think, even getting to the tip of the iceberg on what Tony's going to do with this program in years to come. And so I'm excited for it. I'm excited to just be a fan and watch really, really good SEC baseball. And so it's fun to just sit in the stands and cheer for once.
Looking at Wright State, Tennessee's first opponent tonight at 6 p.m., they lead the nation in 6 national categories, one of which is scoring. They're averaging 10 runs per game. As a pitcher yourself, how do you prepare to go against hitters that are putting up numbers like that?
I think Tennessee just needs to keep doing what they're doing. Frank, the pitching coach, he's done a phenomenal job. I mean, I think we lead the SEC in ERA. And so it's going to be a clash of two giants, I think, but also two, going back to an old baseball saying, good pitching beats good hitting. And our pitching staff is phenomenal. And so I think we have a big challenge with Wright State and their hitters. They're obviously a quality club, but I also think that they're about to run into a buzzsaw with our pitching staff.
Luke, lastly, just looking ahead, if Tennessee were to make it out of a regional, knock on wood, this weekend, they could have the chance to host a super regional next weekend. We're looking at maybe the Eugene regional, maybe Oregon. There's a lot of what ifs. They have to win first. But what's that mindset that these players need to kind of get in and remember to try and to host regional or super regional for the first time since 2005 as well?
Yeah, I think from a player standpoint is they just need to, you really just got to stay within yourself. You can't try to come out and be somebody that you haven't been all season, or try to do more than you've tried to do all season. And you really just kind of stay within yourself. Like I said, I think, and I know, Tony's been there before. And so he knows how to prepare these guys. And I think that's the biggest thing as a player is there's a lot of excitement. There's going to be a lot of emotion, a lot of nerves. But this is a very, very special group. And I think these guys, leading up to it is going to be a lot of anticipation. But once that first pitch is thrown and the game starts, I think they'll settle back right into, what they've been doing all year. And that's playing hard and being successful on the field.
It's going to be exciting to say the least. Tickets sold out in less than 24 hours. So I'm excited to get down to Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Luke, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.